Hello. Welcome to the channel. Today is August 24th. This episode is related to EHang. In this episode, we are going to share our observations and comments about EHang relevant events or activities. First, about EHang exhibition at 2022 Chongqing Air Show. EHang exhibition at 2022 Chongqing Air Show, date 8.26-8.30. EHang submitted a Weibo post yesterday on August 23rd about the exhibition. Here is the Weibo post. The post message says, "Hello, see you at the Chongqing Air Show." The post includes an online invitation card. Let's see the invitation card. On the card, here is the EHang name and logo. The text here says, "Invitation card." Here it says, 2022 Air Force Aviation Open Event. Chongqing Air Show. Location, Air Force Chongqing Airport, Defengshan Airport, China Civil Aviation UAV Hall. Date, August 26th to August 30th. Booth No. A05. Next, about EHang participating in co-organizing UAM International Development Forum to be held in Changsha, Hunan. UAM International Development Forum. And eVTOL Technology National Symposium to be held in Changsha, Hunan on September 2, 2022. The forum will be hosted by Hunan Council for the Promotion of International Trade, China Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association, and co-organized by EHang and other enterprises. Yesterday on August 23, EHang also posted an article on Chinese social media to invite people to the first UAM International Development Forum. Here is the poster for the forum. Here, the text says, UAM International Development Forum. And eVTOL Technology National Symposium. The theme for the forum is Future City. Green Transport. Innovation Driven. Here is the theme in Chinese and in English. Here, in the co-organizer section, EHang is mentioned first. It is good to see EHang 216 AAV has been used as the theme eVTOL aircraft for the forum poster. In the article, EHang specifically mentioned the recent good news related to favorable policies. The EHang article states, in recent years, the country has successively issued policies to support the development of general aviation, and has continuously improved the infrastructure construction in the field of general aviation. The field of urban air mobility UAM has also ushered in good news. Recently, the Civil Aviation Administration of China issued the 14th Five-Year Plan for General Aviation Development and also specifically mentioned encouraging the development of new types of aircraft such as passenger autonomous aircraft, driving the rapid development of urban air mobility, and putting forward innovative operation management. The EHang article also mentioned, in February 2022, the Civil Aviation Administration of China officially released the Special Conditions for EHang EH-216S Unmanned Aircraft System, which provides a basis for the compliance and safety of EHang EH-216S AAV system. Also, on August 22, the Civil Unmanned Aircraft Management Leading Group Office, Air Traffic Management Office, of the Civil Aviation Administration issued a notice of soliciting comments on Civil Unmanned Aviation Development Roadmap version 1.0. The roadmap proposes to make unmanned aviation an important component of smart civil aviation, comprehensively enhance the country's international competitiveness in the field of unmanned aviation, the right to speak of international civil aviation rules and standards, and the leadership of technological innovation. And realize the goal of leapfrogging into a civil aviation power in the fields of unmanned aviation application and management. EHang also states, EHang has been committed to bringing safe, autonomous and environmentally friendly urban air mobility solutions to the general public. It has never stopped thinking, exploring and breaking through. EHang will take the forum opportunity to exchanging thoughts on the same stage with its peers. It is believed that under the promotion of favorable policies and aviation enterprises, the UAM industry is bound to usher in the sunny development. Next, about a positive article for EHang by Chinese finance media. Today, Zhidong Finance posted an article covering EHang. The article title is EHang Q2 Financial Report, Significant Improvement in Performance, Key Breakthroughs in Airworthiness, Anchoring the Blue Ocean Market for Low-Altitude Tourism. The article states, there is no doubt that the human passion for exploring new modes of transportation is unparalleled. A set of data can be used as circumstantial evidence. According to the report of the Head Leopard Research Institute, about $5 billion have been invested in the field of electric vertical takeoff and landing, eVTOL, in the past 10 years. In 2021 alone, the investment in the industry will exceed the total investment in all previous years. The article is bullish about the future of eVTOL industry, and states, in the view of Zhitong Finance, as far as emerging industries are concerned, industrial investment sentiment is high, which can often play a leverage role in promoting the rapid development of the industry. When the industry structure is uncertain, it is often easier to breed great investment opportunities. In the article, EHang has been taken as an example for being able to finally standing out among many eVTOL companies. The article states, however, despite the influx of many players in the industry in recent years, UAM, as an industry with the genes of the aviation industry, will inevitably need to experience long-term technical accumulation, strict industry supervision and continuous improvement of the ecological system construction. It is precisely because of this that in the future, only companies with forward-looking strategies, systematic layouts, advanced technical strength, integrated operation platforms and mature business models can finally stand out. Taking EHang as an example, the company is the first and only pilot unit in China that has been approved by the Civil Aviation Administration for the airworthiness certification of autonomous passenger aircraft. It is also the first company to obtain the special conditions for the type certification of autonomous aircraft systems issued by the Civil Aviation Administration. Although there is still a long way to go for EHang commercialization, in terms of innovation and leadership in airworthiness certification and the company's comprehensive strength in systematically deploying air mobility management and operation systems, EHang already has the hard conditions to stand out. In the view of Zhitong Finance, what needs to be emphasized here is that EHang is not a pure AAV product manufacturer and seller. In fact, the company focuses on the strategic positioning of urban air transportation platform operator and focuses on passenger and logistics operation services, thereby further driving market demand and product sales. It is not difficult to understand that EHang has invested a lot in operations. On the one hand, from the perspective of EHang's own development plan and market prospects, the company's current trial operation and future operation focus will first start from the low-altitude tourism field. The use of EHang's intelligent autopilot aircraft to operate in the scenic spots is more cost-effective in terms of acquisition and maintenance costs, and can save a huge amount of expenses for pilots. Therefore, the first operation in air tourism is the result of mutual benefit between the market and the manufacturer. On the other hand, in terms of the long-term development of the industry, the UAM industry is destined to be an industry that is highly dependent on systematic, intelligent and digital operations. After all, cluster scheduling and management are important guarantees for autonomous flying. Without the cluster management of the command and dispatch center, autonomous flying will no longer be safe and reliable. In terms of effect, EHang is making great efforts to deploy the low-altitude tourism market at this stage. On the one hand, it can accumulate experience in trial operation. On the other hand, it can also lay the foundation for the potential mode of formal operation expansion after airworthiness certification. After the EH216S passes the airworthiness certification, with the expansion of the user base, it is foreseeable that the company's recurring income is expected to rise significantly, and the financial situation will also be qualitatively improved. Regarding the financial situation, it is worth noting that earlier this year, EHang announced that it has obtained an intentional long-term cooperation quota of 1 billion yuan from the Agricultural Bank of China. The credit line granted by the bank to EHang can greatly enhance the company's financial flexibility, provide important support for the implementation of the company's follow-up strategic plan and business expansion, and strengthen the confidence for long-term sustainable development and growth. To sum up, in the view of Zhitong Finance, the two-pronged approach of EHang's airworthiness certification and operational preparation has actually drawn a clear blueprint for future profitability. As the airworthiness certification of EHang EH216S is approaching the completion of the compliance method formulation stage. At present, the company is on the eve of large-scale air tourism commercialization. With respect to the stock market, Zhitong Finance states, since the UAM industry is relatively new, and the process and progress of airworthiness certification has a high cognitive threshold for ordinary investors, EHang has always had a large expectation gap since its listing. As far as the performance of the capital market is concerned, the performance of Chinese concept stocks has generally been under pressure this year due to multiple factors such as the United States' tougher stance on the audit supervision of Chinese concept stocks and the market's concerns about the batch delisting of Chinese concept stocks. Due to concerns about delisting, Chinese stock companies have also sought secondary listings or dual primary listings in Hong Kong. Being in the tide itself, EHang was also dragged down by market pessimism. Concerned about this, Zhidong Finance asked EHang. EHang said that in view of the potential delisting risk in the U.S. market, it would not rule out seeking a market outside the U.S. when market and regulatory conditions permit, such as the possibility of a secondary listing or dual listing in Hong Kong or Singapore. It is noted here, the key premise is that market and regulatory conditions allow. At this moment, it is not clear about if the market and regulatory conditions will allow the secondary listing or dual listing for EHang. Nevertheless, EHang expressed it would not rule out the possibility if allowed. Note, this channel provides update and info on Chinese stocks, technologies and culture. Currently, mainly on EHang. With respect to stock market, EHang and other US-listed Chinese stocks may have negatives or risks. You must perform your own due diligence and make your own decisions. Investing involves risks, you can lose all or part of your investment. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.